talk about. A lot going on today. We're, of course, going to be talking about basketball, but how about this? The Falcons playing, of course. We've got the divisional playoff game. Seahawks and Falcons, all those highlights coming up. But how about this, Megan? You don't see this too often. It might be at 70 degrees outside, but there is ice in Savannah. One time a year, Savannahans get to see some ice hockey. I'll have some highlights from the Hockey Classic coming up right after the break. Welcome to sports, everyone. The Atlanta Falcons one win away from an appearance in the NFC Championship game. It was a big one for the Falcons, so let's rise up to some of those highlights. Well, there he is, Matty Ice. Would he show up today on the big game? First quarter, Russell Wilson to Jimmy Graham. He would show up early, 7-0 Seahawks. Then second quarter, Matt Ryan to Julio Jones on a nice little play there, and we're all knotted up at 7 apiece. Still in the second, after a huge penalty, Russell Wilson goes back and just kind of falls into the end zone. Well, that's a safety, so it'll be 10-9 at that point. Ryan then to a wide open Tevin Coleman in the end zone. Falcons with the 19-10 lead. Fourth quarter, a 29-13 game. Wilson looking, he's going to buy all sorts of time as he does, but this one, that's a duck. That's what you call a bad pass. This one will be picked off by Ricardo Allen. Ryan then with a great back of the shoulder play to Sanu and makes the catch, 36-13, and the Dirty Birds are headed to the conference championship. 36-20, the final. Matt Ryan with 338 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let's get to the hardwood. It would be Georgia Southern at Louisiana Lafayette. You recognize that guy, a former Effingham County alum, Jay Wright. Well, here he is. He's going to get trigger happy, dropping that three-pointer. Then later, Jay dishing it out to Bryce Washington. He throws it down with some authority. Cajuns up 6 at the halftime break. Later, Georgia Southern makes a big run after the half. The top two scorers in the Sun Belt doing their thing. Ike Smith straight to the rack for this one. Then his partner in crime, Tougie Brown, pops up a jumper, and the Eagles soar to as large of a lead of 10 points. Smith goes off for 28 points in the game. Here he is with a jumper. It would be an 8-point game, under 3 minutes to go, but the Cajuns wouldn't give up. Jonathan Stove to the hoop, and he's going to get the foul, and he'll head to the line and get one. But it's going to be the foul line that will kill the Cajuns. So Georgia Southern with a big-time win over ULL, 81-76, the final. Savannah State taking on FAMU. Well, they would be up in this game. Joshua Floyd, here he is. He's going to get the steal, and he'll go to the hoop for the tough layup, and the Tigers go up 10 points. FAMU would try to fight back. They'll get this bucket down low after a little tip in here, but from the 2:30 mark on to the end of the game, the Rattlers just would send the Tigers to the line. So Savannah State knocking down their free throws. They win 93-88, the final. Well, the Clayton State men's team, they would beat Armstrong 81-78. The Pirates back home Monday with the game against Georgia Southwestern. Earlier in the day, it would be a close game between the Armstrong ladies and the Clayton State ladies. Andrea Benford with the move here. She goes right through the paint for 2 points. Then Benford all over the boards in this one. Look at this. 1 offensive rebound, 2 offensive rebounds. Here she is for the putback. Finally gets the buckets. Moments later, she's at it again, and Clayton State taking the lead. DeAndre Clark then answers with a 3-pointer for the Pirates. Tiara Johnson will jump this pass and take it the distance for 2 more for Clayton State as they begin to pull away from the Pirates late in this ballgame. Mercedes Jenkins with a 3 at the top of the key, but then with just 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes to go in this game, we would be evacuated because of some smoke under the bleachers. The fire department would come, they would check it out. It would be a motor under the bleachers. This game would start, and Armstrong State would end up falling in this game. Raging Cajuns going for a 4th win against Georgia Southern in town. Eagles flying high early. Patrice Butler top of the key. This one goes in. Georgia Southern races out to a 7-point lead. Alexis Butler then, she's going to get the 3-pointer for the Eagles, but the Raging Cajuns answering fire for fire. Nakia Jones does her best Steph Curry impersonation from the wing. That's good. Let's go here. She dials in and connects on long distance. And hey, what's one more? She bobbles this one and gets another 3-pointer. ULL goes on to win this game 79-52 the final. And here we go, some hockey. It's going to be the Hockey Classic in Georgia and Georgia Tech. Some great goalie plays at the beginning of this game. He's just going to stretch out and stop both of these shots. And then eventually it's going to be Georgia that will find the back of the net. And they go on to win this game 8-1. They win the Thrasher Cup in the Savannah Hockey Classic.